And you've probably heard the quote, in order to move forward, you have to look back.
Yeah, and as we cross this 1-year anniversary of the coronavirus pandemic, we're looking back at the history of this deadly virus, what we learned from it, and moving forward, what needs to happen to avoid a repeat of 2020. It's the coronavirus that brought the world to its knees.
I thought it's going to be small, it's not going to be a big deal.
Scientists convinced it came from a tiny bat in China.
The ultimate answer is almost certainly bats.
But how, or specifically when, it was transmitted to a human that began the pandemic is just one of the many unknowns.
What animal did it go through on the way, or was it directly from a bat? Yeah, we're not sure. Kind of got to go and find the virus again in a wild population, but it's out there somewhere. We just gotta, gotta have a lot of Q-tips and a lot of patience.
Dr. Ben Newman, a coronavirus expert, will tell you it's worth having that type of patience, though, to better understand the journey of this virus, which showed off a bizarre dynamic. 40% of people infected didn't show any symptoms. 2% who got sick died.
If we understand that, we understand the full immune system and what makes each person different.
While new information is uncovered every day, what really stands out this past year is the scientific progress made in developing a vaccine.
We've learned how to roll out a vaccine for a new thing in under a year, from like concept to in people's arms. And it could actually be faster than that now that we have approved coronavirus spike-based vaccines with these couple of little tweaks. This looks like the blueprint to end any future outbreak.
But to avoid a repeat of 2020, Dr. Newman says people will have to shed what seemed to spread like wildfire, an anti-science sentiment, an opinion that the pandemic was a hoax.
If you want to decide which one's the better hamburger, go at it. Scientific questions, there's a process. And yeah, if you're not following it, your opinion is uninformed and frankly worthless. And yet you see worthless opinions spreading really far and really fast.
Dr. Newman says this coronavirus will continue to mutate, but with vaccine distribution ramping up and the ability to tweak those vaccines to the different variants, he, like many others, feel this pandemic will soon come to an end. Now, you can hear my entire interview with Dr. Newman in a 21 News podcast right now on the 21 News app or wherever you get your podcasts.